Loading. And we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Shatay Williams. I am the outreach coordinator for Moms in Motion. And today I have our special guest, Karli Murray. So, Karli Murray is the program coordinator at FGP, and FGP stands for Fairy Godmother Project. She coordinates all the support that they offer their families. She also received her bachelor's in biology from the University of Mary Washington in 2005 and her doctorate of physical therapy from Virginia Commonwealth University in 2008. When she was 26 years old, her mother was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. And during that time, she helped care for her mother and helped her with her chemotherapy treatments and her bone marrow transplant. When she's not working, you can find her running, boating, playing golf, and chasing her two children, two dogs, and her husband around town. So we want to thank you for joining us today. We are so excited to hear about your organization and everything that you offer. So, before we get started, can you tell us a little bit more how you got started with Fairy Godmother Project?
Well, yes, definitely. Thank you so much for having me, Shataya. I'm really excited to be here and tell you a little bit more about the Fairy Godmother Project. Our organization has started in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and we've been around since 2008. I'm sorry, 2012. Sorry, 2008 was when I graduated. 2012. We are a local nonprofit, and we support families whose children are battling pediatric cancer. I was drawn to this organization because of I was a caregiver for my mom during her treatment. And also I work in the healthcare field. So I felt like this one might be a nice hybrid to help support the people that are gone through something similar, but not quite. But this is an amazing organization that we serve families in the Fredericksburg area, like I said, going through pediatric cancer. We don't have a lot of treatment centers here in Central Virginia. And so a lot of our families are going north and south to Washington, D.C. or Richmond for treatment. So it can be quite a burden on their families. And so we're here to help ease that burden.
Awesome. That's so amazing. So, today we are just going to explore your website, any upcoming events that you guys have planned, and explore how you all help the families in the area.
Yes. So to talk about who we actually serve, we serve the city of Fredericksburg. We serve Planning District 16. So that includes the city of Fredericksburg, Stafford County, Caroline County, King George, Spotsy, a little bit of the Northern Neck, and we're a little bit of Orange County. We're kind of creeping into that area as well. And so how we support our families, we provide meals for our families. We provide snack bags for our families. We provide gas cards for them to travel north and south for treatment. We do provide house cleaning if they're interested in house cleaning, AAA memberships, gym memberships. We provide lawn care, anything that they are doing around the house that may take away time from their child battling cancer or their other children that they need to support. We're there to help them out. So when a family that is in our area is in need of services, we refer them to our website here, and this is where they would request services at the top, and you can see that tab there, and then you would click and fill out a form, and we would get you contacted, or we would contact you, and then we would contact the institution that you're receiving treatment from just to confirm that that's where you are receiving treatment, and then we would get you plugged in with services.
Awesome. And then can you tell us more about the services and programs that you all offer?
Yeah, so the meals that we provide meals every other month, and then we provide snacks every other month. We have a ton of volunteers that actually they come in and they make the meals, and they're freezer meals, and you can put them in the crock pot so that way when the families come home from treatment, they have a warm meal to eat and not something, from the vending machine. So those are delivered to the families' homes. They don't need to come and pick them up. So we do those once or every other month, and then we fill snack bags every other month for our families to help the children keep up their weight during treatment. We also do photography sessions, like I said, house cleaning, lawn care. We do grocery cards, gas cards. We do different family events for our families that are looking to get their children out in an environment that might be a little bit safer or cleaner, so they're not as exposed to as many germs. But we do like a back to school ice cream social for our families. We'll do a school supply drive. We do a Halloween trunk or treat for them so that they can get out and socialize with other families. And then we also offer counseling for our families as well. We are doing individual sessions. We offer individual sessions. We don't do the counseling. We partner with a licensed psychologist who does that. So that's a really nice service for them as they're going through treatment, because there's a lot of them, a lot of different emotions that they are experiencing. So
Awesome. I know you all do offer financial support and support groups. Are there specific requirements that the families have to meet to participate in those programs?
Good question. So they need to be 21. They need to be 18 years or younger. We do keep them on our caseload up to the age of 21 if they come when they're 16, but they can stay on our caseload to 21. But they need to be 18 or younger to apply, and they need to be receiving active treatment for a cancer diagnosis. So once a family if they're actively receiving treatment, they can apply, and then we will follow them after they finish treatment for up to a year and provide remission relief. So we want to get the families plugged in while they're going through the active treatment so that we can follow them. Once they're in remission, we can't plug them into our services at that point. So 18 years or younger and actively going through treatment.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I have read about your Stargazers program. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so the Stargazers were started, or the name of it was started, or because it was families that are looking up to the sky to see their children who have passed. So our Stargazer program, we support families who have had a child who was in our active treatment, and then they went hospice and they passed. When a child passes, we offer support for funeral costs. We offer support for we do financial support to help support during the funeral time, and then we keep them and offer bereavement support groups once a year so that they can get together with other families that have also lost a child. And we do birthday and remembrances for their children. So that's one of the things that a lot of families, they don't want their names to be forgotten, and they want their names to keep going on, and so their names to be keep talked about. And so that by remembering their child on their birthday and a date of passing helps them during that.
Yeah, I think that's very important. And I actually really appreciate that you all do that, because I know sometimes it could be hard for families to process their grief. So I think this is an amazing program that you all offer.
Yeah, and it's an evolving program too. We're offering the support groups, and then we do that. And some families want to participate. It's not like we force everyone to do it. We understand that everyone's at different stages during their grief, and so we're here if they want that, and if they don't, that's okay too.
Okay, and then are all or any of the programs that we discussed today free or charged, or do you all take a payment plan? How would families pay for the services?
So all of these, we are run, our entire organization is run on donations from the community. We don't receive any federal grants or state grants. So it's all done by donations, and it's free of charge. Everything is free of charge for our families.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I know you all have a few events coming up this year. Can you
Yes.
tell us more about those?
Yes. So because we are run strictly on our donations from the community, we do different fundraising events throughout the year. Our large one is called our Stardust Ball, and that happens in April. And it's a really nice event with a band and a live auction and a silent auction, and so that's always a lot of fun. But then our smaller events that we do, which are kind of fun too. The first one is in June. It's a 6.2 family fun race walk at a local park in town. And that's to honor one of their children that have passed. And so their families put it together as a remembrance for him. We do Carter's Crusaders golf tournament, and that is in October. And you can get a foursome together. You can get on the golf course and go out and play. And all that also supports Carter Harris, who is another child who was passed. And it's in his name, in his memory. And then we also do the Josh Hardy superhero event, and that is we partner with Amy Hardy, who puts it together. And Josh loved superheroes, so that's a lot of fun at Strange Way Brewery. And you come dressed up as your favorite superhero in honor of Josh.
Awesome. I think those are great. We would definitely post more about those events. I mean, also look forward to those.
Yes, and those there's when you post about them, there's links there that you can purchase the tickets to be able to participate.
That's great. I did have another question. Do you all offer, I see on your website you have an English tab. Are any of your services offered in other languages?
So we have some translators for Spanish. That would be the most requested language at this time. And so, yes, we do have our forms that are translated to Spanish. And we also have translators that can translate for us.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
And lastly, I just wanted to touch on how individuals in the community can get involved with Fairy Godmother Project.
Oh, we love volunteers. So anyone that comes and is willing to volunteer, we love it. It's the heart of our organization are our volunteers. We're a very small office of 4 people. So it's really our volunteers that make everything happen for us. So if they are interested in becoming a volunteer, you would go to this website and you would fill out a volunteer form. And then you'd have to do a background check and things like that. But and then we can get you plugged in to where you would like to help out. We need help with sometimes office stuff, deliveries to our families. Some families need house projects done, like lawn care, if you're wanting to get your hands dirty. Sometimes we do a car wash or different things like that. So we can get you plugged in into wherever you would feel that you could help out the most.
Awesome. And then we do have a question. They said, are there any plans to serve other areas of the state?
So at this point, we are right now we're servicing 26 families in our area, and we're hoping to grow. We don't know. We're hoping to inch into Orange to service a little bit more of Orange. So at this point, that's our only plan right now. It's really based a lot on our funding, and so hopefully, maybe. But at this point, it's really just planning District 16 and then reaching into Orange.
Okay. And then are any of your support groups offered virtually, or are they all in person?
That's a good question. So they can be in person and actually, but we do them virtually, or they do them virtually with the psychologist. It's easier for families that, are commuting. It's like one less appointment that they have to go to. So it's easier to schedule virtually, but if they prefer to do inpatient or in person, our psychologist had said that she would do that.
Awesome. That's great. You definitely are able to reach more individuals that way as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's see.
And also just say too, they can be family sessions as well. It doesn't have to be just the caregivers. So if they want to do a whole group section, or if the child would benefit from it too, then if the child needs it instead of the caregivers, then she'll work with them as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did any of our viewers have any additional questions for Karli? Let's see. And, Karli, was there anything else that you wanted to touch on today?
I don't think so. I think you asked some good questions, and I welcome you to come to our website, look at the website. And if you're in need of services, you can reach out to us, and we'll let you know if we can help you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, thank you again for joining us today and sharing about FGP. We are super excited to share more about your organization and share your upcoming events. And we just want to thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And then for all the viewers, we have put FGP's website and email and phone number over here in the chat. And this recording will also be posted on Facebook and YouTube. So feel free to reach out to them with any questions, or reach out to us with any questions, and we'll go ahead and answer as many questions as we can for you all. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.